Ikaw ba yung tipong dumadaan sa Toy Kingdom tuwing nasa mall at nararamdaman ang feeling na gusto mo bumalik sa kabataan mo? Pero nung tumingin ka sa action figure aisle, what the hell ka na lang sa presyo. Like, 749 pesos for a Skibidi toilet blind box. You gotta be kidding me, bro. But anyways, you still want to relive yung childhood days na yon. So, this video shall be your guide in buying and collecting action figures here in the Philippines. In this video, I'm going to try and cover as many figure lines as I can, from Marvel to DC to Star Wars and to even anime. Divided into segments naman yung video na to, so check nyo na lang kung saan kayo interested na figure line. I want to make this video for everyone, whether beginner ka in collecting, casual buyer ka, or long-time diehard avid fan. I also did research for this video para alam nyo na which lines are in your budget range. Alright, so first one we have
Optimum Prime.
Transformers. I'll start off with this one kasi dito ako pinaka-familiar and gumagastos. So ang main line ng Transformers is one from Hasbro. Up until recently, wherein umuusbong na ang model kit companies like YOLO Park and Blockies. Pero we will get to them later. Hasbro medyo complicated sa una pero I'll do my best in explaining. Merong three main size classes ang Hasbro. Deluxe class about 1499, Voyager class about 2499, and Leader class about 3599. Lahat sila iba't iba yung size depende sa class and meron din Commander class. Pero semi-newish lang yung class na yon and because of global economics, nagiging iba-iba rin yung presyo nila. But on foreign sites, around $100 sila. Among these size classes, marami rin sublines pero ang pinaka-prominent is Studio Series and Legacy. Yung Studio Series is basically the characters from the movies into toys. Nag-start off sila with the Babyverse and in the present, puro Studio Series 86 na makikita mo. Based on the 1986 movie, yung movie na lahat ng childhood heroes mo pinagpatay-patay. They even sell dead versions of the characters, like what the frick. Yung Hasbro kasi may obsession sa G1 and gusto nila ihakot yung fans with nostalgia. Legacy naman is for everything else. Dito mo makikita yung Beast Wars, Energon, Armada, Prime, you name it. There's also many toys for kids, pero I have no idea about those and barely anyone buys them. Medyo overpriced karamihan sa kanila, pero you can find them in different price ranges. Lastly, in terms of Hasbro products, nagkakaroon ng sariling toy line kapag bagong movie or cartoon. So noong nag-release Transformers 1, meron silang sariling toy line while also having studio series. Next one is YOLO Park, which makes non-transformable Transformers model kits. For some reason, they also do Despicable Me at Peppa Pig. So if that's your thing, then by all means go ahead. Now, when I say model kits, I use the term very loosely. Unlike Gunpla kasi, yung sa YOLO Park, hindi sa spruce manggagaling yung parts and very basic lang ng assembly with no tools needed. Ngayon, alam ko iniisip nyo, Transformers pero di nagtatransform? Bakit ko naman bibilin to? Well guys, YOLO Park is very affordable and cheap. Yung cheapest nila, which is yung nasa screen nyo ngayon, are the AMK mini series for only 369 pesos. They have G1 classics and kaka-release lang nila nung Wave 2 nila. They also have their standard AMK series, which features amazing detail with 20 centimeters of height for 1699 pesos. And ang pinaka-holy grail ng YOLO Park Transformers ay ang AMK Pro and Pro X series, which is mas lalo pang detailed and includes a lot more accessories. Very rare to and di ko masyado nakikita sa toy stores, pero from what I recall, around 3,000 sila. Pangatlo at panghuli sa Transformers is ang Blockies. Blockies, similar to YOLO Park na non-transformable Transformers model kits. Again, I'm using the term model kit very loosely kasi yung building process is very simple at kakaunting parts lang ang nasa spruce. Pero what makes them even better than YOLO Park is mas lalo pang mura. Kung ang cheapest ng YOLO Park ay 300, sa Blockies naman 99 lang. Ito ang Blockies Defender version blind boxes nila, featuring a diverse cast of characters from notable G1 Transformers to the medyo obscure and comic ones. Literal mahanap mo to kahit saan. Ito ang pinapakita ko is sa 7-Eleven lang sa kanto. They have Blockies for 99. Ang susunod naman ay ang Galaxy version. Blind box din, pero mas malaki. They go for 399. For me, this is yung pinakasulit and what started my Blockies journey. They are a decent price with decent articulation and very easy to find. Next is their classic class, which are much bigger and more complex builds. As usual, pataas ng pataas lang yung level of detail. For 999 pesos, you definitely get your money's worth with this one. Ang last naman para sa Blockies ay ang kanilang Action Edition. Ito yung parang AMK Pro series nila. more detail, more articulation, and so much more accessories. Napakaraming display options. Since sila yung high-end blockies, they are worth 2,000 pataas. Ngayon, alam nyo na kung which company has what and kung magkano sila. Pero saan naman sila mahanap? Well, luckily, Transformers are one of the easiest action figure lines to find. Lahat ng Toy Kingdom or Toys R Us mayroong Transformers product. Green Hills and Cubao also has a lot of hobby stores that have Transformers products. But I recommend to buy in retail stores para retail price lang babayaran mo. Minsan kasi kapag sa hobby stores, may onting taas yung presyo. If you don't want to go outside, you can buy from Shopee and Lazada. You can also just directly buy from Blockies and YOLO Parks website since Asian-based naman sila, so di gaanong kamahal yung shipping. Second, we have Marvel. Siyempre, ang pinakasikat and pinaka-accessible na action figure line nila is Marvel Legends by Hasbro. Retail price ng Marvel Legends is 1,599. And sometimes, yung lesser-known characters nagsasale for about 600 to 800 pesos. For decent Marvel figures, ang go-to option talaga is Marvel Legends. Kasi unlike other brands like Mayfex, Mezco, or Revoltech, which we will get to later, mas madali sila hanapin and mas mura. May kita mo sila in retail stores pero unfortunately, nauuna lagi ang mga scalpers. So madalas mo rin sila makikita in hobby stores like the ones in Green Hills. The problem lang dito is that depende kung gaano ka-sought after yung character, ganun siya kamahal. I've seen some Marvel Legends go for 2K to 3K. Overall, Marvel Legends is a decent option for the 6-inch figure scale, which is the usual scaling when it comes to action figures. However, I have heard and read a lot of stuff that yung quality control nila is not the best and ibang figures nila di gaano kaganda yung articulation. Other than Marvel Legends, makikita mo rin in retail stores itong ZD Toys. Bago-bago lang tong company na to since around last year ko lang sila often nakikita. Meron silang figures na 549 pero more on large scale and for kids yun. Yung 999 naman nila has articulation pero super basic lang and more on affordable display pieces lang sila for generic standing poses. Ang best line nila is yung worth 2,000 pesos. Mas maganda yung articulation and mas lalo na yung detail. Yung ZD Toys kasi is more on the aesthetic side instead of the articulation. Ang problem nga lang is hindi rin gaano ka-diverse yung selection nila of characters. Almost all of them are MCU-based characters lang, and a lot of them is puro Iron Man and Spider-Man. Unfortunately din, it doesn't scale well with Marvel Legends na 6-inch, kasi yung ZD Toys are 1/10 scale. Panghuli naman para sa Marvel is Blockies. Yes, mayroon din Marvel line ang Blockies. Throughout this video, you will see na madaming hawak na lines ang Blockies. Like legit guys, Blockies is going on a generational run. Parang 2013 Miami Heat LeBron James ang run ng Blockies since last year pa. Yung Marvel line ng Blockies I haven't personally bought pero I see them a lot sa retail stores and in other content creators' videos. Meron silang Galaxy version type na blind box tulad sa Transformers at meron din yung mga mas malaking figures. Yung mga unang products sila medyo goofy looking, not gonna lie, pero sa mga newest releases nila, there is definitely an improvement sa proportions and overall design. I am willing to try Marvel Blockies kasi same pricing lang sila compared dun sa Transformers. So stay tuned, I might upload a video for that. So those are your options for Marvel if ang pupuntahan mo is retail stores. Meron din ibang companies like Mezco, Mayfex, and SH Figuarts which has many IPs, pero we will get to them in a later segment of the video. Third naman is DC. For this one, siguro nakita nyo na to. It's McFarlane. McFarlane are just like Marvel Legends. Ang difference lang is that they are 7-inch figures, so mas patangkad ng 1 inch. They are priced around 1,599, pero minsan nagsisale for 800 pesos. For the most part, they are a good option pagdating sa DC kasi mahal na yung other companies previously mentioned. Similar to Marvel Legends din, maganda yung detail kaso minsan may pagkukulang yung articulation nila. Pero for me lang guys, outside of that, wala akong issue dito sa McFarlane. Also, very diverse ang characters nila. From multiple comic book runs yung makikita mong characters dito and pati na rin yung mga nasa movies. Mahanap sila sa retail stores lang din, so very accessible. Outside of McFarlane, ang other option mo pa sa retail stores is Blockies again. As of the time na I'm making this video, bagong release/kaka-release pa lang nito. Pero ang available sa bagong DC line nila is figures from the new James Gunn Superman and also they plan to do Batman figures from different movies. And since generous naman Blocky sa pricing, I'm guessing na same prices lang din sila tulad ng sa Transformers at Marvel. For Star Wars naman, yung pinakamurang option mo is Black Series, which again is made by Hasbro. Makita mo to in retail stores for 1599 and very common din sila. Unfortunately, for some godforsaken reason, mas pangit pa yung articulation nila sa Marvel Legends. Ewan ko ba talaga dito sa Hasbro? I mean, capitalism. Am I right? If magaling ka talaga mag-pose ng figures, then yes, makakahanap ka ng loophole against the awful articulation with the right angles. Ang Black Series mas nag-excel sila pagdating sa detail instead of yung articulation. So if hindi articulation ang main nahabol mo, like having super dynamic poses, then go for it. Maganda silang display pieces sa shelf mo. Pag ayaw mo naman ng Black Series, well, there is also, guess what? Blockies na naman. I told you guys, generational run. Legit nakaka-release lang nitong Star Wars line nila, so baka medyo matagal pa mapunta sa retail stores, pero magiging available na siya sa Blockies website. Ang meron yung line na to so far is blind boxes na parang Galaxy version and based on the Mandalorian and Jango Fett series. Then meron din silang mas malaking figures, which are the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader under the name Champion Class. I don't know exactly yung magiging price neto sa peso, pero baka around 999 lang din. Okay, so alam mo na kung ano yung mga action figure line na mahanap mo in retail stores. Pero mas marami ka pang mahanap outside retail stores, like in hobby shops, most evident in Green Hills. Mahanap mo yung action figures from Mezco, Mayfex, SH Figure Arts, Figma, CT Toys, Amazing Yamaguchi / Revoltech, and Hot Toys. Ngayon, alam ko napakaraming toy companies to. Pero I am going to try to briefly talk about the gist of each company and yung price range nila. To be more specific, you can find them mainly in Green Hills, Shoppiesville, GH Mall, Promenade, V-Mall. There are also hobby stores in Cubao. Ang price range nila usually goes for around 3 to 5K. Depende na lang talaga sa seller kung magkano nila ibebenta. And again, remember guys, the more sought after ang figure, mas lalo silang mahal. Ang magkaiba lang is yung Amazing Yamaguchi / Revoltech, which is usually mas mahal, about 5 to 8K sila. And yung Hot Toys, ibang liga na yan. Expect 5 digits yung presyo. Let's start things off with Mezco. Ang pinaka-notable feature nila is that actual fabric yung ginagamit para sa damit ng figures. Also, may literal na bulge yung figures nila, so do whatever you wish with that information. Ang kalaban mo lang dito outside ng presyo is that kailangan mo talaga alagaan kasi baka mapunit yung tela ng figure. For Mayfix naman, imagine yung usual Hasbro figures mo pero take it up to a notch, to the extreme. More detailed and more posable than Hasbro could ever wish. As for SH Figuarts, similar to Mayfix pero mas maliit sila, only being 5-inch, while yung mga other brands na to are 6-inch. Ang specialty ng SH Figuarts is anime figures, lalo na yung Dragon Ball line nila. If anime action figures hanap mo, SH Figuarts ang go-to. Pero di lang naman sila exclusive sa anime, marami rin silang ibang IP. Another anime action figure line is Figma, pero fallen off na to. Dati ito yung gold standard pagdating sa anime action figures. Pero naging overpriced sila and pumapangit na yung quality. But still, some anime characters kasi walang masyadong representation in action figure form. So sometimes makikita mo lang sila sa Figma. Sunod naman is CT Toys. Bago lang to and sila yung pinakamura being around 1K lang. Nag-start out sila as a bootleg company pero recently parang nagiging third-party company na sila. Kahit man bootleg sila, maganda pa rin yung quality ng figures and mas mura syempre kesa dun sa mga original. Na-mention ko rin kanina na yung Amazing Yamaguchi or Revoltech is mas mahal kesa dun sa iba. This is because they are literally the best when it comes to articulation. They are the most ultra-posable figures in the market. I highly recommend this line and actually I'm hunting for a Revoltech Flash. That's my dream figure. Ang problem lang siguro na may encounter mo is that yung bulging sila will take some getting used to, pati na rin yung overall aesthetic. Lastly, para sa segment na to, and halos di na to action figure, more on a statue na may onting articulation, it's Hot Toys. Napakalaki ng mga to guys and extremely detailed. Ewan ko na lang if mas gugustuhin mo pa ng detail. Kaya nasa 10K pataas sila is because of that size and ultra detail. So those are basically all the action figure lines I could discuss in this video. Meron din other brands pero yung na-mention ko in this video are yung mga pinaka-notable and mas likely mo mahanap pagdating sa hobby stores. I will be making a part 2 to this video which includes naman yung model kits, Gunpla being the main example, pati na rin yung mundo ng anime scaled figures. They require a separate video themselves para hindi too much information yung video na to. But for now, that is it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that other stuff.